Hey guys, what's up? It's Hunter here. I am officially 2 months post-op. I know I made a video not long ago, probably I think last week or the week before is when I posted it, saying that I was pretty close to being 2 months post-op, but today officially marks the 2 month post-op, and I feel like when I last spoke to you guys, I don't know if I still had the scab on the zigzag stitch or not, but I know that I had like a few spots on my arm that were open. So in regards to that, show you guys. So there was a spot that was open here, which has pretty well closed up. And then on this side, there was like a couple spots down here where it's like super red, that were open, and then move this to show you guys, but where the zigzag stitches, that part is still a little bit open, but it's definitely like closing up, and it's not so open. That cream that I'm using is really helping. I'm really thankful that it's helping. I think by next month, if not by the end of this month, I should be able to get my compression sleeve. I know that you have to essentially wait for everything to be closed and there not be any open wounds or anything like that. And I think I'm almost at that point pretty well, so that's really good. I don't have any knuckles at the moment, compared to like this side. I have like my middle one, but that's really about it. My hand is pretty swollen. Not as swollen as what it was when I woke up on the weekend, but it's definitely still kind of giving me a little bit of issues. But that's fine. I feel like that'll go down over time. My range of motion, so like this side goes like this side does not. This side goes like this side does not. Turning my arm, I can definitely feel it tugging. It's not like painful tugging, aside from like in like this area here, and like where the bone is there, like it goes pretty white when I go to turn my wrist, or my arm rather. So that kind of sucks. But like going like side to side, like I got that mobility. Also, nobody ever talks about, like, I don't know, maybe it's just me personally, but like I'm that person that cracks my joints a lot. And usually when I would wake up in the mornings, like before surgery, I wake up and I crack my wrists. I cannot, for the life of me, crack this wrist. And when I go, like, to this side, I can feel it in here that it needs to crack, and it just simply won't. And I am terrified that if I try to force it, which obviously I'm not gonna force it, but like if I were to, I feel like something would open up on my arm, and I really don't need that right now, because I'm getting everything closed. I also feel like nobody talks about the pain that you experience within the scrotum area. Again, it could just be me and like my pain tolerance, but I feel like when it comes to my healing personally, it's a lot of pain in my scrotum area, versus my leg or my arm. Like if I bump my arm off of something, it hurts obviously, but like with my phallus and my scrotum, it's just like this. Sometimes it's like a sharp pain and it's just like long lasting, and other times it's a dull pain. I feel like when I am either standing too long or sitting too long, I definitely experience more pain in my scrotum area, and I experience it for a lot longer than what I usually would if I am spending my day laying in bed. So kind of dealing with that. I know that, like, they say when you go back to driving, like, to do short distances and stuff. I have missed driving so much that I did, like, I drove from where I live to Mississauga, which is like 40 minutes. Stood in line for, God, I don't even know how long, and then drove back. So, like, I just did a lot of driving over the weekend, which means, like, a lot of sitting. So I just experienced a bit more pain than usual. Sorry. But, like, I feel like eventually that'll be manageable. And, like, eventually, like, the pain should subside, and it should be easier for me to do longer drives. And maybe I'm kind of pushing myself a bit, but I feel like if I don't push myself, I'm not going to want to push myself at all. And the other thing is my schooling had got pushed back because of my surgery. So I haven't graduated yet. I was technically supposed to graduate at the end of this month, and I won't be. And the school is very much, like, aware, like, some of the people are aware of what's going on. Not, like, to the full extent. But they worked with me on, like, getting my schooling and stuff, like, completed, and now it's just a matter of doing my internship, and completing that, and then I'll be able to graduate. I was originally going to do, like, a helpline, but I was having a lot of issues with that, so now I'm more leaning towards doing a security position, which is naturally what I'm in school for, is police foundations and security. And since I can't go into the police field, I feel like security would be a good opportunity for me. But I need to see if they can accommodate me, because I don't have full function of my arm still, which, I mean, it sucks because I'm also looking for jobs at the moment, and I feel like my arm is holding me back. I am on, like, a sickness leave, so, like, I'm still, like, getting money even though I'm not working right now, but, like, I don't want to have to go back to the job that I'm at currently, but I feel like I might not have much of a choice. But I do have an interview tomorrow, so I'm hoping that that goes well, and that my arm won't interfere with it. Aside from that, I can't show my leg at the moment because I am not wearing bottoms, but my leg is looking pretty good. I showed it in my last video, I'm pretty sure, so if anything, just go back to that because it's not even that long ago. But it looks really good. It's still kind of a bit of an angry red, but, like, it's not as bad, and it's definitely fading. Not in terms of, like, size-wise, but, like, just in terms of, like, the redness of it, it's just decreasing, which is nice. Otherwise, I think everything's going pretty well. I do not have feeling in my phallus, physical nor erotic. I know that will obviously take time because nerves have to reconnect and everything. But when it comes to my arm, like, there's some spots that have feeling. Like, obviously, like, along the line here. But, like, the top, like, I know that I'm touching my arm, but it doesn't feel like the same as, like, when I'm touching this side. And that's, like, the same for this. There is a part here, like, below my thumb, kind of, where I can feel it, and it's a very strange sensation, and I don't know how to describe it, but I feel it all the way up my thumb. So that's very interesting. I'm wondering if that's maybe like part of the nerve that was like removed for my phallus or not. I don't really know. I never really like full on looked into like what nerve and stuff is removed from the arm for the phallus. I just knew that a nerve was taken. So, aside from that, I really think that's about everything I've got going on right now. Just healing. I don't know if I mentioned it in my last video, but the head of my phallus. So sometimes, like obviously when they do surgery and they have the head of the phallus, they create like the, I don't know what it is, but it's like, it looks circumcised, so it's like got that ridge around it. And the left side of that took and the right side didn't. And the right side went necrotic and went black and scabbed over. That scab has been gone for maybe a week or two now. There is like a little spot that was open from when that scab had come off, but that is closing and healing. With the tip of the phallus, that scab had come off, and that area is healing. But the only thing I did notice, where they are going to be rereading the urethra, like for second stage, on the head of my phallus, like obviously there's like a little hole, but I feel like it's kind of like closing, and I don't know if that's supposed to happen or not for them to like, if they fix that in stage 2 then, or if it just, I don't know. I try my best to keep it open. I notice that there is stuff that comes out of it sometimes, so I use a Q-tip to clean that, but like, otherwise that hole's kind of closing, so, I don't know what's going on there, but hopefully that gets figured out next stage. Maybe it's just part of the healing process. I don't know, I'm not a doctor, but like, there's so many things that make me wonder, and I really don't want to have to contact Montreal about it, because they've really not been all that helpful to me, since coming home, and that kind of sucks, because I thought that, you know, they would be more kind of attentive to their patients after surgery, but, clearly once you go home, like, they're not very helpful, and it takes them a few days to even get back to you via email. So, I mean, I understand, like, you know, you have your family doctor where you live, but, like, if your family doctor is anything like mine, like, I'm my first family doctor's trans patient that's, like, gone fully through this transition. So, like, we're kind of learning together. You would think that, like, the people that are, like, professionals in this area would be more helpful and beneficial towards you, but clearly not. The only other thing I really want to say about Montreal is if you go for surgery, know that they offer you Uber Eats while you're there. Take into consideration that just because they give you a month's worth of, you know, coupons or like vouchers for it, don't take advantage of it, because they called me last week and informed me that I owe them some money because of Uber Eats. If you hadn't wanted me to use the vouchers, perhaps then you should have canceled them, or, you know, not had them go as long, because, like, obviously anybody that has the vouchers for that period of time, like, maybe it's just me, I don't know, but, like, I was like, okay, like, if you're offering it to me for this long of a period, like, obviously I'm allowed to use it. But clearly not, because now I fucking owe them money, so that's great. They at least covered a huge portion of it, but I still owe them some money, so get to deal with that this week. So, woohoo! Don't take advantage of their Uber Eats vouchers, apparently. And they won't let you know that until after the fact and after you leave. So, would have been great to know that beforehand. So now I know for next stage that I'm just simply not going to be eating. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Probably next month I'll do a bit of an update for my 3 months post-op. If I get my compression sleeve sooner for my arm, then I'll do an update then. But otherwise, I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Bye.